Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Courtney here. Sometimes I would ask myself, have I done enough? Like, have I put in enough work to where I can, you know, favor or look towards a break? And I would then just automatically say yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would really just come quick because you looking forward to having a relaxation time. And I would do that for one day. Say, okay, I'm gonna get back at it tomorrow. But then I understand that I haven't made that shift to get back into it. So I'll be like, okay, maybe 2 days, and then it will be even three, and so it will come to a point to where I would just be procrastinating and just becoming lazy, becoming comfortable with the state I'm in at the moment, and thinking that time won't catch up. So I just wanted to find a way to where I could be in a position of having a slight lazy day and it still be productive. So if you're new here, make sure you comment down below what has possibly made you become lazy or in a state of relaxation all the time, and make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. And let's get into the video. I got something for y'all. So first things first is taking the invisible and making it visible. We have all these ideas, thoughts, plans, creations all at once, but we don't really put a measure on what's achievable day by day. I've done this myself to where I put myself in a position to where I know that I may not get this done, but if I would have put a measure on it, if I instead of just putting it out there and stating it, if I would have put a measure on it and make it a step-by-step goal, then it would be something that I can really, obtain and get towards. I would then just load up my schedule, get exhausted, and then just, try to find a way to escape it. Like, just not be even passionate about it anymore because I put myself in a position that is not really measurable to obtain that goal or whatever I had set for that day. That's why it's key to set attainable goals that will get you to the finish line without you really being overwhelmed throughout the journey. Second thing is don't expect to be perfect. Professionalism is like something that is like a drug nowadays. Everybody want to be perfect. Everybody think they gonna be, I've even thought I was gonna be perfect. Sometimes it has caused me to sometimes even think overly critical about myself, even if I start to mess up, or if I feel like I'm doing poorly, maybe with filming a YouTube video, or just at work, I start to really get hard on myself. But one thing I understood with the power of editing and also just learning from your mistakes, there's so much lessons and blessings within that. Like, you can really really perfect yourself and be the best version of yourself, maybe not now, but maybe tomorrow, or maybe next week or next month or next year. So it's always gonna get better later, it's always gonna get greater if you just take that time to just understand that. Another key aspect of breaking that laziness is just having positive self-talk. Like, affirm yourself, tell yourself that you are, you really are her, or you really are him. And you know that with you putting in this work, that you're gonna, get the best out of yourself and out of your situations, whether that's in life, whether that's, just anywhere, any position that you're at in life in general. Like, you're gonna get the best out of it if letting yourself know that if I do this now, I will have positive, outcomes. So if you would tell yourself that, there's no way of getting this done, or it can't happen, or you won't be successful, then it derails your thought process and just how you tackle things in life. Making the switch to, I'm gonna get this done by any means necessary is that step forward towards breaking laziness. Also, just learn to forget. Like, you gotta understand, like, what has happened has already occurred. There's no going back. You can't really change it, but you can change the now. How can you flip the page and rewrite the story? And this will help with the upcoming information or opportunities. Like, it will really help have those things be very rewarding for you. Number 5, one of the fifth ways to break laziness is just creating your plan. Like creating a healthy, sustainable plan that you can, achieve. When you create a plan, it'll make it easier for you to get to wherever you want to go. Like once you note the time, the effort, and other factors that are needed, it will help you and provide you with that confidence and that direction. Even with things like, even when like certain obstacles may come in the way or may steer you from that. The sixth thing is do things that get the most out of you. I feel useless sometimes if I'm not doing things that are actively beneficial for me. Like it's not pushing me forward, and it may not be fun or pushing me forward, or putting me in a better state of mind. If you ever feel down when you're just doing things that are not really interesting you, that comes to a point to where you got to really recognize what is giving you energy and what ultimately isn't. Like you got to ask yourself what's draining you. Like what is something that's within your circle or your friend group that is like putting you in a position to where you're not really gaining anything from it. And we also got to understand that we naturally don't become that the best version of ourselves, or we naturally don't have that amount of energy that we see when you on a day-to-day basis from people. Like you don't naturally become that. You have to put steps in place and processes in place to get to that point of having that energy or being the best version of yourself. Now the seventh thing is leaning on someone or having someone in your corner, as far as like asking for help. And this, like the act of doing things on my own and even just struggling, that would be my first choice before anything, just because I just felt like ashamed if I wasn't progressing, or I wasn't doing things that people expected me to do. But having someone in your corner who you could call on, or who would encourage and motivate you, it would lead you further towards progressing in life or just success in general. We all need somebody, so seek that help if you need it. And the last thing, congratulate yourself. Like sometimes when we're doing tough tasks or doing tasks that can get exhausting or end up being boring, once we're done with that, if we don't reward ourselves in a sort of a way, like some people will like external rewards and stuff like that, but if we don't show some sense of accomplishment towards ourselves, we end up not wanting to do it the next day or the day after that. Like you would end up not being passionate about it. So I think putting yourself in a position of congratulating yourself or rewarding yourself is key. Like sometimes I would just tell myself like, okay, I was supposed to do that. Like that's just a day-to-day thing that you got to do. And ultimately, like that's not really positive, because it's just you saying that this is something that you got to do every single day. No excitement, just do it, and wake up, do it, go to bed, all over again. There's no excitement. So you want to find that excitement within it, and congratulating yourself and telling yourself that you really did that will put you in that state. Will put you in that state of wanting to do it again. Like you have that purpose, you have that drive for it. And understand sometimes it would just be nice, like after you crush one of your goals, to spend time with your loved ones, or just go have some fun, because you're knocking out things that you may be breaking, like as far as like generational curses. You may be breaking those generational curses, or putting yourself or your family and friends and others in positions to where you can have a better life and you can grow from traumatic experiences possibly. So like that's how I look at things, and that's how I look at my day-to-day life. Like what can I do to like put myself in a better position. And once I've done that for that day, maybe I want to, show some reward to myself, because it could be hard, it could be tough, and it's been tough for me sometimes to stay in that mindset or have that mindset. Like the reward, the huge reward is soon to come. But until then, put yourself around people who want to see you win and want to see you grow. And just look how far you've come. Like, who would have thought? Nobody would have thought. Like, a lot of times people just feel like, okay, you at this point now, and that's just where you're gonna stay, or that's where I'm used to you being at. So just change for the better. Do better. Like, that laziness won't get you there. I had to learn it, and I'm still learning. We all still learning. So I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment down below if you got something out of the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Turn on that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. I really appreciate y'all.